here. And not just from comedy, but actually because the other day I was walking down through Leicester Square and this guy stopped me and said, "You're pretty." I also went, "Okay." And I went out of my handbag and I thought, got my wallet, got my phone, I've got my iPod, got my virginity, no, obviously not, but it took nothing. Anyway, I actually grew up in Melbourne in Australia, and despite popular belief, my life was not like Home and Away, and it was not like Neighbours. Although if you did mistake me for Kylie Minogue, that'd be okay. Although I've had less chemotherapy. Well, actually, I've had roughly the same amount of chemo, but I don't have cancer. It's for the amazing weight loss effects. And the great number of weeks I've been able to buy. This one's called Parrot. Anyway, the English also seem to believe that when we're growing up in Australia, all we're really taught is that, you know, the most important thing in the world is to beat the English at cricket. Well, we don't try to beat you at cricket, or rugby, or swimming. Yeah, not so difficult, don't really care actually. We just want to beat New Zealand. Arrogant pricks. When I was 12, my best friend said to me, if any of the popular kids ask you if we're friends, can you tell them that we're not, because I'd like to become more popular. You know, it hurt me at the time, but that's okay, because money will pay for my therapy, but nothing's going to bring her back from the dead. Anyway, following that, I didn't have a lot of friends, but I did have two very good friends, food and obesity. But yeah, it wasn't, you know, I never really thought big was beautiful. In Australia we have a shop called My Size that I got to shop in, lucky me. And I was so into the running down the street look where you feel kind of like a big bowl of jelly. And you can trust me that fat teenage girls don't get boyfriends except in politically correct American films. But I did try to lose weight a number of times. Tried the what is it? The cabbage soup diet. Obviously the chemo diet, very popular. But when I was about 16, I discovered the secret to weight loss. It's called the kebab diet. You go to your corner shop, buy a kebab, contract infective colitis, and then spend 6 days facing death in hospital. I lost 1.5 stone. Anyway, so when I was about 18, I discovered online chat rooms, and I started cyber dating a boy called Magnus. He was from Sweden. It was love at first emoticon. Anyway, Magnus taught me a lot about Sweden. Meatballs, equal parenting opportunities, and an obsession with a band that won Eurovision 36 years ago with a song about a train station. Anyway, after about a year we decided it was time to meet, and so he came over to Australia and stay with me. And he turned out to not be an axe-wielding homicidal maniac. Bonus for me! So anyway, Magnus and I had a lot in common. We both did shopping together and musicals, and we both really liked watching Greco-Roman wrestling. Although, you know, it wasn't... Okay, that bothered me a bit, but you know, it's not so much that he liked the tight costumes or the oiled up man-on-man action, but he had a particular fondness for one of the wrestlers, a guy called Umlaut the Magnificent. Kept a life-size cutout of him at the end of his bed. And it was when he suggested a threesome with the cutout that I kind of knew it was over. Anyway, following that, I was about 20 about the time, and I actually finally managed to lose quite a lot of weight. But in the obsessive way that I have led most of my life, I developed an eating disorder. And my therapist recommended to me that I stop weighing myself to sort of get over the whole numbers thing. As it turns out, don't need a set of scales. My mother estimates my weight every time she sees me. When I was 21, I was 10 stone. When I was 22, I was 8 stone. And when I was 23, my therapist recommended that I stop seeing my mother. Anyway, so about a year ago, I moved to London. And I've been living on the culturally challenged high road of Kilburn. I've learned how to walk past homeless people without caring or even noticing that they're there. I've learned how to use well as an adverb. Glastonbury was well wicked. And I've actually become intimate with more armpits than I ever cared to imagine. It seems to be that men on the tube think that thrusting a bouquet of armpit hair in your face on my daily commute is some kind of mating ritual. How you doing? Yeah, well, please, boys, spare me the afterthought that was your lunch. Give me some space from your man jungle. Where's the deodorant? Thank you. I'm Georgia.
Making a plea for hygiene on the part of gentlemen, because it is hard. Up to 10 years ago, we used to rub ourselves with the dead cat. It's very nice, wasn't it? Because probably different for you in New Zealand. You didn't have cats, did you? Just platypi or something like that. Hobbits, something like that.